girl Empress Zingha, and this month's Artist Peak is with Lennox. Stay tuned for a lot more coming your way. Lennox, thanks so much for being a part of GineOn Magazine's Artist Peak this time around.
Thank y'all for having me. No DJ for a long time, so appreciate it.
Now the first thing I want to know is, everybody knows you as Elton, but really and truly, where did the name Lennox come from?
Well, Lennox first got derived from my father. Jeffrey Lennox Wharton, as his full name. And my start in music was primarily because of him and his big influence on me. From a child, I grew up listening to Tracy Chapman. To be honest, like a huge variety of music. So from that influence, it's just like a common progression into making it. And he passed a few years back in 2012, and I was in a strange place at that point in time, so that kind of fueled me and helped me to push forward to start pursuing music even more seriously than I had before. So it's kind of like a tribute to him, and I literally wear it on my sleeve.
Wow.
And yeah, I carry me all the time, and I can't forget it. Can't forget it.
Now, in terms of taking your father's name, how has that inspired the work you create?
To be honest, my father wasn't much of a musician, as he would have thought he was. But it's more so the attitude towards whatever it is I did, and supporting me to just put my best foot forward and try to be as knowledgeable and really get myself into it as much as I possibly can and take it as far as I see. So that's really the main influence comes from, just be the best musician, artist I could be. Fantastic.
Now tell me some of the people now you have worked with in your career thus far. Any names that we would have known about?
I can start with a lot of the local heroes, because one thing that I do carry with me, and I go very close to my heart, is having that rock and roll influence and that soul blues influence that got in Barbados. So from the times of Roadhouse, when I had bands right here at Mojo's, Mojo inside used to be packed out. The vibe used to be incredible. McBride's was a similar environment, so you used to feel, you used to feel like you got some crazy concerts, right? So a lot of those guys like Toby Armstrong, even Simon Pipe, whose background similarly was in rock music too. So Damien Marvey to Tef. Yeah, a lot of people. There's a lot of people.
Is there anybody you see yourself working with in the future? Not really more so locally, but could be internationally as well. Do you see anybody that probably inspires you, that you've like, see this person, I like this vibe, I think I can work with them?
There's another thing that I pride myself in is songwriting. Because apart from, I write songs for myself, but to me a regular day that I can sit down and I just hear things in my head all day. So every song that comes out may not necessarily be for me. It may carry a different vibe, and as you say, like, you may hear another artist that, like, yo, that may sound great on that voice, but that range could be anything, because like, I got such a large set of influences, and I want to work with some of my heroes, like my idols, like the ones that still live in. Like, I guess Frank Ocean would be one, Pharrell would be one.
That would be cool.
Like modern kind of heroes, and even though here, like Tef, I would love to do some more work with Tef in the future. Rico Maserati, killing it, all the things like that.
Breaking down barriers too.
Yep, the females, you name it.
Tell me now more, because we've talked about people you probably worked with in the past, but now let's go a little deeper now into who you are now as a musician. Tell me, what is it that inspired you to start your solo career?
Strangely enough, it just came out, it felt like it came out of necessity. I was in a band, Silos, and it was a project where I really put a lot of myself into, a lot of my time, that energy. And as an artist, I know you could attest to this, you put so much into something, and especially if you have intentions for it and you expect to see it go certain places and it may not necessarily work out, it's kind of like that void is serious. And at that point in time, I just kind of like wanted to take matters in my own hands. I know I could sing, and I didn't really care so much about being that guy, so I asked some people who were helping me with guitar along the way, so I picked up guitar and started doing some small gigs that got bar by myself, and I started from there.
Was it difficult in terms of transitioning, like learning guitar and like fine tuning the different things that would make you, at least for you personally, a solo artist?
I wouldn't say that, because I guess I'd like to think that I was like my solo artist for like a long time, even while I was playing bass. Because like I said, I am a songwriter as much as I am a bassist or a guitarist. It's just something that comes naturally to me. So the transition was kind of easy. I already had songs and ideas from like years back that I was just sitting on because it just always comes out. So it wasn't
creative at heart.
Yeah.
Now about I Swear, the release that has popped us all in excitement at the GineOn magazine team, and we're very excited to hear more.
That's good to hear. That was real good to hear.
So tell me more about the single.
Well, I Swear is monumental. For obvious reasons, it would be my first official release as a solo artist. And the song itself, like most of my content, it usually is like a report somewhat of my own experience or a perspective of somebody else or even myself. But this in particular, it sheds more light on a relationship, but a relationship in the sense where I had a friend who wasn't necessarily in the nicest of places, and especially when you're trying to be the best friend you could possibly be, and it may not necessarily seem to be going over, and yeah, a lot of ups, but a lot more downs than ups. So it's kind of just answering that question, like how are you supposed to do this, how are you supposed to help this person, but regardless of whatever it is, like I swear I'm trying to be at whatever angle I got to it. That's where it came from there.
Do you find yourself a lot more vulnerable in this song?
Yes, and this is just the beginning, to be honest. Because like I said, if not all of my songs that come from a real place, a real experience. It's just the perspective, the language you use, how you look at it. Because I know, especially in pop music, which I am influenced by too, a lot of ideas could become trite or sound a bit more generic. So I just wanted to have a very real, like, visceral feel to it. So, because a lot of the influence, the blues music, which is stemmed from the Negro spirituals, the slave music, which is like supposed to hit you there. So that was where I wanted to sit on everybody else too, the way it set on me. Of course, everybody, you always wonder if people will like it or not. But especially because of what this project means, like I just very grateful by being able to express it like the way I can right now, the freedom that I can. So like once I out, like I really, to be honest, I'm stressing that right now. I got some help. Jaco Lawrence, producer. I just got shout out Jaco.
Oh, nice.
He was shout out to Minim too, who was a part of the process as well. And that was major. So yeah, I just glad to get out. As a lot of people, you said a lot of people saw me as Elton, but that was just a very, very small part of who I am. So like my music, my art that's what I want to represent myself as. So Jaco, a lot of the major public, of course, will know Jaco Lawrence. To be honest, Jaco was not initially when I was getting ready to produce the song. Jaco, I did not have him in mind, and I don't know why. And I can't remember what it is between a conversation I had with Amy when we usually, looking up how we can go about doing certain things. Jaco popped up and we went straight to it, and from the first meeting that we had, like we already felt comfortable. So I never had a fear from that. Just once we got it done, and it was really good. Yeah, Jake on his dad too. His dad Philip popped in. So it's at Sky Studios. Very good family, very cool people.
They're really tight too.
He's extremely talented. Extremely talented. So I look forward to probably doing more work with him in the future, especially on some songwriting tips.
So in terms now of your music in Barbados, how has it been received here? Based on
the influences of it, it depends on where you go, and I'm pretty sure once you can present something that with depth, people will receive it. I know, of course, like reggae, so it could be the predominant genre, of course, but I mean, I was in a metal band. My first band ever was in a legit metal band, like the Black Paint. It was
who was it?
A band named Atrophy, of all things.
Atrophy.
A phase.
No, it's all a part of growth and development as an artist.
It's true, but I would call that phase, especially for the Atrophy end. Like I see life a little bit more positive view than I know.
Okay, that's good to hear.
I Swear will be on iTunes, Apple Music, Soundcloud, of course. We put up a YouTube video. We try to get everywhere because they say it's the first one, so as many people that we could get it to, we will.
When it is that it's going to be dropped? Okay.
But mid-September, sorry, but mid-September.
Well, you know, GineOn is going to be putting it out in the magazine, so whenever it drops, watch it here.
Of course.
This is it.
But you will know, but definitely very, very soon, probably about a week. Okay.
So very soon, so we ain't gonna wait in vain, be like, oh, where is it?
No. And I mean, we have some shoots that we did at Weekend Beach Apartments, the Lost, and we just want to get some more imagery out and get people more into the universe, the emotional universe and the vibe, because the music and everything is more so about a vibe. Okay. And get everybody into that first and start rolling on the music. What
are the plans for the future, really?
But the immediate plans, just to make sure that I keep putting out my art. I will be releasing a project early in the new year. That is the immediate plan. Okay. And we'll release that information like later on in the year too. Okay. And just get the music, collaborate with more artists, and just keep working. Performing, and of course performing. Just follow the pages and you will be kept abreast of everything.
Okay. I have one more question, and I always sneak this in at the end. Don't get frightened.
I won't.
It's called my legacy question, and I've been asking this since the magazine has started. And I wanted to know what it is that they want to leave behind as artists, as creatives of Barbados. And go!
Legacy, yeah, of course we'll be thinking about that from the time we be young, and as artists you always ask yourself that question. First and foremost is to be the one. Like in all honesty, it's the same way, the same feeling that I get when I see Marvin Gaye, and especially how I respect their craft. I want people to feel that way about me. And also the influence standpoint is not necessarily to sound like me, but to just be yourself and to find your own sound, because I think that is something that's incredibly important for every artist. And it makes music interesting, it makes life interesting, it makes it up.
Alright. Well guys, we are here with Lennox, as I said. We've had this fantastic interview as we are.
It was, thank you.
No problem, man. As we said before, the I Swear release is coming out in about a week or so, mid-September. We're gonna have everything ready for you when it drops, so you know exactly where to stay tuned to. I know what it's time all the time. We can see you all somewhere, sometime soon.
This is a special preview for my upcoming release, I Swear, right here on GineOn.
Yeah. I said I would never take another call.